Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. So as some of you may or may not know, I am actually a dental student. These are just tips that I think are some of the most important tips to keep in mind over these next few weeks. Certainly there are more things that are important that I could possibly say, but in the amount of time I have in this video, I'm just gonna go over a few of them. I hope they come in handy for you guys, so let's get started. So my first tip I want to share with you guys is probably one of the most important tips. Dentists are trying to limit how many patients they're seeing right now, not only for your health or for the general population's health, but also for their health and their staff's health. So as much as you can limit going to the dentist, the better. If it's a true emergency or if you're unsure if it might be an emergency or not, they can triage you by asking you certain questions and determine if you really need to be seen or not. A classic example of something that is not an emergency would be you haven't had a cleaning. But if you're in pain or you truly feel that you're having a dental emergency, I recommend calling your dentist and or calling 911. So tip number 2 is don't forget to brush and floss your teeth. I know it seems redundant to say that because we all say that we always brush and floss, but right now is more important of a time than ever to be taking care of your teeth just because of the limited access to dentists. Brush your teeth twice a day, floss at night. That's kind of like the bare minimum requirement. When you are brushing your teeth, don't forget to brush both sides of your teeth, so front and back, and also make sure you're brushing at the gum line. So tip number 3 is going to be to really limit your intake of really sugary, refined, carb-loaded foods. So what I'm referencing is more, soda, candy, goldfish type snacks, just really anything that just gets stuck in your teeth, on top of your teeth and in between your teeth. And bacteria love snacking on them, and they release acids as they are eating the food that you left on your teeth essentially, and it causes cavities. So as much as we can avoid getting cavities, the better. So my 4th tip is if you have to chew gum at home, I highly recommend xylitol gum. I've recommended it in the past in one of my past videos. Xylitol is essentially a sugar substitute that is actually used in Trident gum, to name one brand. Bacteria are unable to process it. So it's very good for your teeth, and studies have shown that it can reduce the incidence of cavities. My 4th tip for you is for my viewers with braces or bonded retainers. So what I really recommend for individuals with these kinds of appliances in their mouth right now is to very carefully floss. I just recommend taking a little bit of extra time right now when you're flossing, just because if you just move the wrong way or you pull too hard and you break a bracket off or break your retainer, that's something that you now have to go into the dentist to get fixed. As you know, the dental community is really trying to limit how many patients they're seeing right now. So I highly recommend just being very careful when you're flossing, and please don't neglect flossing. My last tip for you guys is actually for my friends out there who have crowns or temporary crowns, also known as caps. As you floss, you pull it through to the other side. So you're basically place the floss in between the teeth and you're supposed to pull it through. Because if you pull it down, it's just that it can sometimes have a tendency to pull the crown down with it and it just comes off. And we really want to try to avoid having that happen, because if that crown comes out, you're gonna have to likely see the dentist or you'll get sensitivity, and it's just a visit that we're trying to avoid making to the dentist right now. Another tip for individuals who have crowns or temporary crowns is to please try and avoid eating very hard foods, anything really chewy that could just pull off that crown. Try to avoid, anything like caramel covered apples would probably be the worst thing to have right now. And again, these are actually tips for all year round for individuals who have temporary crowns or real crowns. But right now, as I said before in the video, now is a more important time than ever to just really take care of your teeth, just because, accidents happen, and we just really want to try and avoid them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these tips come in handy and that you try to remember them throughout these next few weeks, possibly months. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you found this video helpful. Thank you.